Hi guys, and welcome back to Tuba Talk, not so normal conversations. Like always, I am joined by TJ
Howdy.
and Landon, and of course, I join myself as Jack.
Yeah.
That made the most sense out of any intro.
Yeah,
I think.
like joining yourself.
Join.
I
Does that
join-
just mean you're present with yourself?
Currently, my
Mind.
brain is all here and committed to this task. It's not just my body.
Mind, body, and spirit.
Exactly.
Mind, body, and spirit.
I would like to, we should probably explain. I think we've gone 2 weeks without episodes.
It's been 2
Yeah.
weeks without episodes. Hi, we all survived,
not
obviously.
dead.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hindsight is 2020. The year is 2020. Disaster abounds.
Oh my gosh.
Disaster in wildfires
Yeah.
and disaster in Final Cut Pro library sizes.
Yes. So Landon unfortunately
I like
ran
that one. I
into
like
some
that one.
storage issues
Yes.
on a previous episode
And it
2 weeks
disappeared.
ago. And
Bye.
yeah, it got flubbed.
Yep.
But
It shall be missed.
yeah, and then this previous week, not much. Well, it was pretty tame.
Besides all the
Yeah.
evacuations
yeah.
and
Besides
fires.
Jack
and
had to evacuate his house.
Yeah.
I had to evacuate my house.
we had evacuees living in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, we almost had to live in your house.
That would have been fun.
The
Yeah,
church
I've been
opened
pretty-
up as an emergency shelter, and so I worked a couple hours extra here, helping with that.
I played D&D for 3 days straight.
Jeez,
yes.
man.
It was an epic time.
Really? Where did your family end up going? By the
So
way.
we went to my grandpa's,
Mm-hmm.
and then I ended up, after the first night, I went to Ian's.
Got it.
So originally I went to Ian's because I had a bad panic attack, and my family didn't want to leave yet. But I was like, guys, we're in stage 3 for a reason. We should probably go.
yeah.
So I left and went to Ian's for a bit because they live right down the road from my grandparents. And then the next day I ended up going back to Ian's and
Yeah.
then stayed the night at Ian's and then was there all day.
In the church staff group chat, like I posted a thing that was just like, these people are in stage 3, and then Pastor Dustin was just like, Joy, which is Jack's mom,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and she was just like, yeah, what's up? It's just like, you need to go.
Yeah.
It was your sister and Joy that just like were oblivious of like the evacuation notices.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
'Cause-
my mom wasn't oblivious to it. She just refused to acknowledge
She
him.
was just like, it's not
As
gonna
you
get
do.
us, and it didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, she was
It's-
right.
I mean,
to be fair, she
it was
right,
pretty close.
but it got near enough to cause panic.
Oh, yeah, it got half a mile away.
See,
Oh,
and,
man.
and you're like
From the-
me, where like you understand the fact that like fire can move very quickly, especially when
Oh,
there's
yeah,
a breeze.
especially when it's 45-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, it's
That'll
just
do
like
it.
it will not.
That'll-
It does not take long for the fire to close that gap.
Yeah.
You know.
So my sisters, I was sitting down to watch some YouTube after a day of school because that was my first day of school.
First day of school,
and
guys.
so I was like, I'm just gonna enjoy some.
Was this
life.
Tuesday?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I'm gonna enjoy some life and I'm gonna watch some YouTube. And so I start watching a video, and I get halfway through, and my sister's like, "You're just sitting there watching YouTube when our house could burn down." And I just look at her. I'm like,
Excuse me?
"Are you serious?" Because I have a friend who lives in Ashland,
Yeah.
who was literally right next to the fire, just.
Yeah, like an hour.
Yeah, like just south of it. Mm-hmm. So she was fine.
Yeah.
But, like, she was literally 5 minutes away from the fire.
Yeah.
It didn't head towards her house, so she was fine, but it was right there.
Heading
and
the
so, like,
opposite
3 hours
direction.
before, I had been talking to her, and she's like, yeah, we are on evacuation notice. And I was like, okay. And then my dad's like, oh, it won't even get close to here.
But
And then 2 hours later,
yeah, it ripped
my
through
sister's
Talent
like-
and Phoenix. and
yeah,
came
my
to
sister's
Medford.
like, and our house could burn down? And I'm like, all right, excuse me real quick. I'm going to go pack everything I own and get out of here. And so I proceeded to pack 5 bags
yeah.
and left only a few things, honestly.
Yeah.
I grabbed all my essential books, clothes, and stuffs.
I mean, you had time, which is good.
Yeah, I had-
Normally, you shouldn't grab everything. You
Yeah,
want,
I
just
spent an hour and a half packing.
the essentials.
And then put it all in my truck and left.
There you go.
Adios.
Helps
But
to have
my-
a truck.
Yeah, but my mom didn't start packing until I was an hour in. Neither did my sisters nor my dad.
Jeez.
I got a phone call at like noon from my wife saying that my mother-in-law's house was in danger of being, caught on fire because she lives in Ashland.
Yeah.
And so I just went home, like, right then. I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to come home and help. Like, we'll figure something out. So, like, I came home and I packed a bag, like, right away. And so we were pretty ready. And then in my neighborhood, someone started a separate fire. So this was not the Alameda fire. This was the Medford Vagrant Fire is what they're calling it, because it was too far away from any of the other fires to just
Seriously,
happen
somebody
to
set a
start.
fire right next to your house?
Yeah, so on the greenway in between I-5 and basically the railroad park that is
Okay.
about half a mile away from
I
my
love
house.
that.
Yeah.
Someone
It's such a fun little place.
decided to light a brush fire. So
Dude.
really unfortunate. But I so as soon as we got the alert that there was a fire nearby, I climbed up on top of my roof.
Yeah.
And I could see it, and I was just like, oh, that's not good. And it was the wind, like you said, was 40 miles an hour, so it was coming towards us.
Yeah.
So I climbed down. I told my wife, put the kids in the car. I had already loaded it all up, so we were good to go on that front. She did. I went to my 2 next door neighbors on my street, and I knocked on the door, and I was like, hey, I don't know if you're aware, but there's fire, and it is right there. And I pointed, and you could see the flames,
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's
coming up over the
horrible.
houses, down the way.
That's
and so,
horrible.
yeah, it was a little
Dude,
shocking.
stinking anarchists and oh
The,
gosh.
But I was told, Jack, that you attempted to save all your Lego creations
Yes,
that you had made.
I grabbed my 2 most important ones, which were my 2 custom ones
There you go.
that are legitimate. Lego could probably make a set on it, and somebody would buy it.
We were just talking 20 minutes ago about this. So if you're not aware, Lego does have a process where you can submit basically fan-made Lego sets, and then there's a voting system, and if they vote for yours, then they actually make your set into a real-life set.
And
And
it's
sometimes
called-
they do some retooling.
Yeah, they usually do.
Yeah.
And it's called Lego Ideas, and if I have one set from Lego Ideas, and it's the ship in a bottle.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
that was the first one.
Yeah, I got that one, and
JK Brickworks, if you want to look it up on YouTube.
So it looks like a real bottle, it's smooth and stuff. The original guy's one, it was jagged.
Yeah,
it
because
was square.
he had to use the available clear pieces.
Exactly. So usually I almost submitted some stuff on there when I was 10.
Yeah.
Because they had that software.
Yeah.
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 And so I kind of looked at it, and they have a 4-step process or something where it's you can submit it. It has to get something 1,000 votes.
Yeah.
And then if it gets 1,000 votes, then the Lego team looks at it.
1,000 isn't a lot.
Well, at the time, I mean,
Yeah, it's probably a lot higher
it was
now.
not very well known.
Yeah, it was
5 or
pretty
6
small
years ago.
operation.
It was not a super well known process.
But yeah, the Lego team
This
looks
was
at
brand
it,
new.
and then they kind of kit it up and
now
stuff.
it's a certain threshold of people that have viewed your idea that voted for it, basically, to be made. It's what gets it into that final round of.
And so then, because then the Lego team has to look at it, and if they okay it, then it's through, and then they re-kit it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if it gets into markets and stuff, then you get 7 sets of that you get,
Yeah.
and then you also get, I think it's almost 10%.
Yeah,
of all profits
it's pretty
made.
high.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That is nice.
It depends on how popular your set is.
Yeah, I mean,
Some of them are pretty niche, like the one I showed Landon earlier, which is a Larry Boy set. Which
Larry
is kinda
Boy.
cool. You have
That's
it's like a
cool.
little probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 inch tall Larry Boy that someone
It
made.
looked really good too.
Yeah, it's it's legit, but who knows what the market is for
yeah.
a Larry Boy Lego set?
Yeah.
The
but they had an ISS, they had the ship in the bottle,
the Saturn V
Yeah, and like there are a ton of things on there. Like there's a whole Pride and Prejudice.
That's the
line
thing, is
that
like
somebody made. On
if
there.
you are into Lego and or like design and engineering and any of those things, I would encourage you to go look at Lego Ideas, because even the sets that like don't make it into like actual legit Lego sets, some of them are just like amazing to look at and to think about.
And a lot of them there's this site you can use where basically it's online Legos.
Oh my God.
And you can make entire like Lego sets with instruction pamphlets. And so some of them will drop a PDF of it.
That just reminds
If you
me.
like ask for it.
Lego has an official software that does that.
Yeah, they also have
Yeah.
And so like you can get all that stuff. The problem for mine is that I am a very specific skill set builder.
Yeah.
I am a Star Wars guy through and through,
Got it.
and I suck at ground vehicles, but spaceships, especially fighters, I'm not going to say cracked, but I do really good with. Those are one of the things I can do well on. If I I actually do have pictures of them
You have
that I can
pictures?
show you.
Okay.
Let's see. There are 30 sets that have been produced.
Mm-hmm.
Highlights are Lego Minecraft,
Yeah.
the
that was
Back
a
to the
big
Future DeLorean, the Big Bang Theory, Wall-E, Doctor Who, Adventure Time, The Beatles, the Saturn V, the Apollo 11. This one's interesting. There are some that are approved, but they haven't been released yet.
Okay.
So the most recent one is a playable piano.
Playable.
That's
piano.
cool.
A playable Lego piano. That was approved this August. And then Winnie the Pooh, the Home Alone house.
Oh.
That's cool.
That'll be
I
cool.
bet
That's
a bunch
cool.
of people will get that. Well, because it's actually not just the Home Alone house. It was used in
Yeah.
a lot of other John Hughes movies, which I
And-
think is cool.
Here's one I would actually get is the Seinfeld 30th anniversary.
It's a coucher. It's somebody who sleeps on a couch.
They got,
It's like a full like TV set of
Is-
the like.
Oh, and they
is
did
it
they did a
Jerry's
Big Bang
apartment.
one.
Yeah.
They did a Big Bang one.
Yeah.
Do they have the Superman in there? Do you guys know that there is a action figure of Superman in every single episode?
Like the
of Seinfeld?
pineapple.
Is it like the pineapple inside?
Yeah, inside.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. It's
All
the
right,
same
so
thing.
this is my first one that I made. This
Okay.
one I started when I was 12 and still currently update it.
we will have these
So
on the screen in some
like-
fashion.
Yes, I will remember. What is
man,
this time code?
if I had them with me, maybe I'll bring them
Okay.
next time so that you
Okay.
can. I guess you won't really be able to see.
We will
them.
be playing with Legos
Yeah.
on Tuba Talk.
Next episode, playing with Legos.
What is the like
So this is
interesting conversations and Legos?
Yeah.
So this is my first one that I started. And this one I started when I was 12 in 8th grade. And it looked very different from what it looks like now. This is the most recent version. I've had like 8 versions I think I've made. Usually are changing the wings.
What do you call this ship?
Originally it was called, what was it called? It was Latin for Star Chaser. And then
Staros, Chasaurus,
And then it was Latin for Mustang.
Mustangus,
Yeah, or like horse.
horses.
And then recently I don't have one. And then this one is my custom Jedi Starfighter that I made.
Some equine.
So, and then
Nice.
that's the little fin thing in the back that it has.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So this is my custom Jedi Starfighter. And it's also got like a minigun on the bottom thing. So it's got like this big gun pod
Yeah,
coming out the
you know
bottom.
those peacekeepers and their need
Yeah.
for gun pods.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do I have any better pictures? of
It's
it?
a little inside
Yeah.
joke. Jack and I differ on our beliefs about the Jedi, and it's okay.
Yes.
We're still
All
friends.
right, here it is. Like that's the little gun pod. And I personally build playability into all the things I make. So, because I mean, what's the point of making something out of Lego if it's part of its intention is not to play with?
Yeah.
Like, let's be 100, boys.
There's,
I like the Legos that are specifically for display only.
I mean, yeah. I
The
do
Lego
like those.
Architect series.
Yeah.
Like,
Got the
and
Lego
Lego
Architect.
ideas and like
Yeah.
that stuff. But
Well, I mean, you can play with the Seinfeld Lego set.
Yeah, I
you
will
can
definitely-
relive your favorite Seinfeld moments.
The soup Nazi.
That time Jerry Seinfeld drugged one of his dates so he could play with her dead dad's toys.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Just
That's an episode.
You know,
That's a
just
dude,
playing with Legos.
That's a full-on episode, and it's so great.
That's brutal.
Moving on from Legos.
Moving on
just,
from
just slightly. Though.
Yeah, we are on a time crunch today.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are on a time crunch. PS4 or 5.
Yes,
PS5.
I wanted
Is
to
the
do
price
this.
released?
I wanted to do this. They released the price
No,
yesterday.
We have to guess. We don't know. You and I don't know.
I
think
don't
Lana-
know.
Oh, Lana doesn't know either.
They
None of
did
us
a
Ooh, awesome.
they did a showcase stream yesterday where they revealed the price. I think a bunch of new games, maybe. I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Definitely
But
I'm going to
Spider-Man
guess
or something.
$650.
$650.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do $7.99 disc, and then
Yeah, 'cause there's a
$6.99 hard drive. So $6.99 hard
Wow.
drive only, $7.99 with a disc reader.
Okay, you guys, you're highballing it. You're kind of in the mid range. I'm gonna do $4.99
Wow.
no disc, $5.99 disc.
Okay.
I saw a bunch of memes on Twitter about how expensive it was, though.
Yeah, I saw
That's
one,
why I think
I'm
I'm
curious.
probably closer because
I saw one meme.
But
Yeah.
console players do complain about how expensive
Yeah.
well,
consoles
for-
are.
Glad I'm not going to be a console player anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
All
why
right.
the
Let's
2
see.
days.
The PC players are just like, ha 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 ha.
Let me
I
see if
spent
I can.
3,000 on mine.
Let's see if we can Siri this.
I'm pretty sure it's somewhere like 500.
How much
because
does
I
the
saw a
PS5
meme
cost?
on eBay about it?
You saw a meme on eBay?
No, about somebody selling one on eBay for $500.
Oh my gosh, Siri, give me the correct answers. I have to open.
Oh no, Siri.
PS5
Wait, I'm gonna ask
pre-orders.
Google. The race.
Are you
is
asking
on.
Google?
The race is on.
Let's see.
PS $4.99.
Oh no.
$4.99.
Hey, I was right. In
How
my
much?
second,
How much is the
technically.
PS5? Oh, you.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Everywhere is
I'm
out of
sorry.
stock.
Wow.
Can I just?
Okay, but those DualShock 5s actually kind of cool sounding.
DualShock 5. Is
Yeah,
that the
they
new
have.
controller?
Yeah, it's like it's this cool adaptive thing. So like they have a bunch of like an ad campaign. they're
Okay,
doing.
so I was wrong. So it's $4.99 for the disc version and $3.99 for
that's
the non-disc
pretty
version.
good.
Ooh, that's a spicy price point if you ask me.
That is
Yeah,
that
compared
is
to Xbox.
I totally thought that was definitely going to be a lot higher, obviously by my guess. But I feel like that's
That's
tho-
pretty
Those are
competitive.
Nintendo Switch numbers, baby.
yeah, the
that's pretty
Xbox
competitive.
Xbox Series X, which is the new one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is $4.99 just
Flat.
base, and that's the weird
Yeah,
square
and
one.
it's bigger, and I don't think it has better. Is it better?
It is.
The
it is.
the CPU is faster.
It's a faster
But that's
CPU.
it?
That's all I know.
I mean, it's not actually released yet. They'll probably beef it up before it actually goes to.
If,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
if they're gonna keep it at that
They only
high
have demos
compared to
right
now.
PlayStation.
I think they're waiting to see if they can like RTX and jump
Oh, yeah.
into it.
They can.
before they release it.
I mean,
though.
they've run demos with RTX and stuff in
Yeah.
it. I'm surprised the PS4 and Xbox One.
their prices have retained. Pretty
Well, their
high.
prices, they're like.
Except for Xbox.
Well, I mean, their hardware has maintained really well,
Yeah.
right? They came
I
out.
agree.
They came out in 2013.
Yeah, they tried. They
Yeah.
tried to make them a little more future proof.
Yeah, I mean,
They
my
did.
brother still has his PS4 that we got back in the December of 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a 6-year-old console that is playing the same games that are run on really high-end PCs.
But
Like,
only
after 6 years.
only at 30 frames a second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That you can't optimize on PS4 anymore. But
Well, you
still.
can. The PS4 Pro
Oh,
does
yeah.
4K at 30 or 1080 at 60 are the options.
which is cool. I mean,
That's nice.
the thing about frame rates, though, that you have to understand is that your eye can actually only see so fast.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
like-
true, but
it will appear smoother, but like your eye is not actually catching any of that smoothness. Like it's like a mind trick. It's tricking your mind into thinking it's smoother
I think
because you are seeing more frames in a second than your eye can handle.
Although,
so
can't
it
your
has to
eyes see at
process
10,000 or something like
No,
that?
no,
No,
no.
no.
Actually, it's a little under 60.
Yeah, it's like
like
it's like 55 or something.
like most people. I mean, they're obviously humans are all different, and some of us can probably see at higher frame rates than other people.
I see everything
and
in
other
bullet
people
time.
might see at a lot lower frame rates than other people, and like that's just a weird, I don't know.
My
Yeah.
thought
thing,
is like the fact that a display is showing your eyes a higher frame rate doesn't mean you're seeing the like 144 frames a second. It just means there's 144 frames a second which have a better chance of lining up with your eyes frame rate.
Right, exactly.
That's like a
and
very-
that's what makes it look smoother.
Yeah.
Is that the fact that the transitions in movement are
More fluid.
more fluid because you can catch more images.
Yeah.
Than if it was, like you said, at like 30 frames, which like pretty
Man,
much everyone
30
can
frames
see.
looks rough now,
Yeah.
but
Sometimes.
sometimes.
Yeah,
It
30.
depends.
I just
Playing-
think if it takes like a half hour for me to get used to 30 frames.
Yeah.
And then I'm back
it's-
to it.
For me,
It's
it's
like
the
adjusting.
only problem with 30 frames
However,
is hit
I
registration.
I
on
will
servers.
say that there is a point at which 4K starts to look really bad to me, at least.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like old BBC like public television because like you can see like too much detail and like too
Yeah.
much. Like all the movement is like super like, oh wow, that was a really robotic like.
Yeah.
I was noticing that.
It's the magic of such high definition is people don't have to be as animate anymore
Yeah.
on TV.
Or when they aren't like like if they're not
Yeah.
if they're not utilizing the fact that like it catches more.
Yeah, if they're
It
not
just
using-
seems like less rehearsed or like less.
Yeah.
It's like those NBC soap operas that are in like 72 frames per second
Yeah.
at like a super
And,
super
like,
high shutter speed, so
the
there's no
lighting
motion
like
blur.
starts to look really weird and like super flat on people
Yeah.
and stuff like that because if you're not actually lighting for 4K, it looks different too.
Yeah. I was noticing it seems like in modern games at least, RTX is almost necessary now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
for the full effect.
Because
yeah.
it started as like a really niche thing. Right?
Yeah.
Like, oh no, like there's only 5 games with
Oh,
RTX.
Minecraft, yeah, RTX.
But
Yeah.
the
Minecraft had an RTX
it
voice.
it for lighting, like
Yeah.
it's
Just
now
like
it's-
quite
those-
necessary.
Those lighting calculations, like when they're done. Okay, so my wife on Saturday, actually, I think it was, she put on Dinosaur from 2000, Disney's Dinosaur. I don't know
yeah.
if you guys have seen it, but it was like their like first like Disney animation 3D film, and it
that
just,
wasn't Pixar.
It just looks so trash. Yeah, because it's actually Disney, not Pixar, and so.
Let's see
But
what this looks like.
It looks, dude.
we can put it in the
is-
green screen behind us.
It is rough. Like, I mean, they did the best
Disney's-
they could for the time, but like looking at it now, it's just like, nope. That's so weird looking.
garbage.
Yeah, it's just like,
Oh, that.
yeah.
That doesn't look that bad.
I mean, that you're looking at the cover art that has been like photoshopped.
Oh, okay.
Like, you need to look
Let
at like
me-
some
And
stills.
Landon, please put the movie in before I turn around and go, wow, that's garbage at the green screen. Because
Yeah.
that'll look very weird.
What green
make
screen?
sure-
We're at Zoom University.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Dang it. But what I was
That's
saying
okay.
about the DualShock 5s is they've been releasing an ad campaign on YouTube
oh yeah, that's pretty
where
bad.
they show like maybe 5 or 10-second ads.
Landon almost made himself Ralph looking at stills from Dinosaur.
I'll save
Like
this
5
one.
to 10-second videos of like different features the PS5 is going to have. So like 3D sound. And then they also have this one about how the triggers are going to have multiple tension settings. So like there's this video of a girl like drawing a bow, and it's displaying that as you pull the trigger to shoot the bow, that it's going to get harder and harder to pull the trigger.
Oh, it's like
you're
haptic?
drawing.
That's
A bow.
interesting.
Which I was like, excuse
a
me?
45-pound trigger to like.
And like, yeah.
That'd be funny.
Like an actual longbow. But like, and then they also advertise like that there's going to be a lot more vibrators in the handles and stuff. You know, like how every controller essentially has that.
I took my PS4 controller apart a few months ago. It wasn't charging.
That's been like the same.
And there's
system, though, for so long.
There's 2 vibrators near the triggers, and there's 2 at the bottom of the handles.
Yeah. And it's just a little spinny guys, right? It's just like the little weights on a motor.
Yeah, it's weird.
But they're putting them all over so that you get like if something happens on the right side of your character.
More haptic. Like when you're getting shot from the right side.
Yeah, like when you're getting shot from the right, only the right side.
So you mean like what the Nintendo Switch did 3 years ago?
Dun, dun, dun.
Wow,
Nintendo does it again, people. They're just
Nintendo
like, they're
is
streets
kind of
ahead,
awesome,
bro.
Oh, yeah. There's streets ahead.
Yeah, streets ahead.
It's from Community.
If you don't know, you're streets behind.
Yeah. Well, that's just because you're not streets ahead.
Anyway.
Man.
Yeah.
Here's,
I'm gonna have to watch Community
seriously,
now.
like these are like
funny.
all the things, you know, like all the VR gear stuff, and it's just like, yo, remember Virtual Boy? Like, remember?
Oh my gosh.
Nintendo is like.
Remember Samsung Gear VR?
Yeah.
Google Cardboard.
dude.
Dude,
Nintendo's cardboard was kind of awesome though.
Yeah.
Labo.
Yeah, Labo is really sick.
I've seen some people do some nutso stuff with Labo, which is kind of cool.
I bet.
I kind of want to develop for it, but my wife won't let me get a Switch.
Oh, that's rough.
She's just like, no.
She's like, you're gonna be on it too much.
You'll spend all your time playing Switch.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I go on a trip,
What you do is you wait for Landon to be old enough, and then you
buy
get
him a
Landon a Switch, but then you play it.
But then I play
You
it when he
you
goes to
teach
bed.
it to him.
When he
You-
goes to bed, I'll be like,
you teach
okay,
it to him.
I gotta beat this level for him, babe.
like you do when you're a kid and you have to teach your sibling how to play the game, but you don't turn their controller on.
What? Wait, okay. While we're on this topic, to just kind of keep the conversation flowing, what was the first game that you beat all by yourself? Like all the way through? No one had to help you. You did it all alone. How old were you? What game was it? What was that experience like?
Well, the Lego games are co-op. Do Lego games count? If I beat them with like
but
my
I mean,
brother.
I didn't
Co-op?
play. I didn't play with my siblings a lot. I mean, if I did, we didn't play the story.
Yeah.
But I think that by the time I got done with that, I had already beat other games.
On my own.
On your own.
On my own.
Start to end credits.
I think Portal 2
Portal 2.
around
That's a
2012.
good one.
I think my first... There's this really awesome browser game
Mm-hmm.
called Strike Force Heroes.
Oh, okay. Do browser games count?
I mean,
Because
If
then
browser
it
games
was
count.
Kingdom Rush.
games is
Yeah,
games is
then it
Game
was
Rush,
Kingdom
guys.
Rush.
I don't.
So I beat Strike Force Heroes 2
That's a good game.
on insane difficulty
Okay.
when I was 9.
9 years old.
Yeah, and that was my hardest flex because I beat it as a level 22 and it's recommended as 50 plus.
And you're just like,
And I beat it as the sniper because
Okay.
I was doing like a tons of jump shots
Dude,
and things, and I was just
Strike
like,
Force.
I'm the best.
What about you, TJ? Was it like Pong?
no,
Yeah. Was it Snake?
no, but it was actually Super Mario Brothers 3.
Oh, that's good.
Super Mario Brothers 3, which came out the year I was born.
Oh, wait. Maybe
And
mine was Mario.
I was 5 years old.
Oh no!
And I
never
remember
beat that
just
game.
like dancing in celebration that I had beaten it with no one helping.
Those
me.
games are so hard.
Oh, dude, they're like, especially Super Mario Bros. 3, like, which later in life I like started speedrunning that game.
There you go.
like a real Chad does.
I was almost a speedrunner for...
So this was when I was like in 8th grade. So like
Yeah.
nobody even knew what speedrunning was. It was a very small population of
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Now it's like
pretty niche.
Like most of the things that I did when I was in 8th grade, I probably could have become YouTube famous for if I would have like
Did they have
started
YouTube?
a YouTube channel in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Or
8th
well, no,
grade?
I mean, not
That
when
was
I was in 8th
YouTube
grade.
was also slightly niche.
We didn't have
for a very long
YouTube
time.
wasn't around until I was a sophomore in
I was
high
going to
school.
say, yeah.
But like that's
That's
the
not
thing.
that
Is
much
I
later.
continued doing all that stuff through high school and everything. It's just like if I would have known what I know now, I totally would have done
Yeah.
that. I totally would have been like, let's do a speed run channel, and like I wouldn't get
Yeah.
any attention, but then I would get tons of attention by like now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the thing. And like I am admittedly not the best. Like I got into like the top 20 like twice.
That's good, dude.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but like I said, it was a very small community. I mean,
True.
when I was speedrunning, the world record was like just shy of 12 minutes, and now it's like sub 7. I think.
Was this
Yeah.
It's
Super
like
Mario Bros. 3?
Super Mario Bros. 3, SMB 3,
Bro.
and I did any percent. So any percent.
I don't know why you would do anything but any percent.
Well,
Honestly.
because honestly, that game has over 100 levels, and so if you can like beat it all within an hour, that's pretty impressive too.
Yeah.
Like, because you have to do like if you do 100%.
100%, 1 hour, 10 minutes, 3 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's a lot to do.
Any
in that
percent,
game.
3 minutes, 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is insane now. The people that can do any percents, like
Any percent warpless is 50 minutes.
yeah, worthless is difficult too. That means you just have to beat all of the worlds, but
Yeah.
not all of the levels in all of the worlds.
That's like the most basic speedrun, no glitches, just
Yeah,
playing
no
through the
glitches.
game as
You
fast
just-
as
you're just
possible.
gonna play the levels that you need to play and beat the bosses that you need to beat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I wish I had a YouTube channel.
Well, we got
Other than
Tuba
Tuba
Talk.
Talk.
We, hey.
What is this?
I mean, like for gaming. Because I want to know how good I am on a higher level spectrum.
Yeah.
Because I definitely don't think I'm bad. I mean, for Destiny, which that's not really much to compare with,
There's
But-
some sweaty people on console
Yeah.
Destiny.
but on Destiny, back in the days, which wasn't too long ago, of skill-based matchmaking for competitive, I was able to solo carry almost to max rank.
Yeah.
Which that's not... I mean, I didn't get there.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
stuck a level short, I think. So, I mean...
But that's decent still.
yeah,
Like,
it's
I mean,
still
that's, like-
pretty decent. So, like, I could maybe hang a little bit with some people.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, I wouldn't be absolutely out there. Like, I mean, I watch Destiny YouTubers all the time, and I'm like, you're on console and you're flick-shotting people with a sniper.
I
I can only do that to a certain degree.
But like that's hours of practice, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It
I
is
mean,
a lot like speedrunning, where
to
like,
be
you
fair-
practice certain tasks over and over and over.
Oh,
again.
yeah.
to be fair, I have played Destiny 2 almost exclusively for 2 years now.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Do you know how
Like-
many hours you have in?
Oh, I have
Can you
no clue, but I really should check because
Let's check right now.
it's a ton.
What's your username?
Bird's the word I say.
Birds, the
Time.
word I say.
Friend me.
Wasted
Guys.
Hashtag add me.
I'll probably reject it because I don't know who you are, but
on... Yeah.
hey,
Hey.
let me know if you watch the
What
show.
was your username?
Bird's the word I say.
Birds, the word I say. Any capitalization?
Nope.
That's
right
it.
there.
All right. Time wasted. Well, this is specifically time spent in loading zones, but you are
Oh, jeez.
you are in the top 39% of all players with 417 hours and 15 minutes. I can hear like my echo from that wall over there. It's
Yeah,
very
it's-
concerning.
it's a bare
Or
wall.
maybe it's
Yeah.
this.
It could be.
I think it's
probably
the
that.
headphones
It could
'cause
be
I
your
can hear it
headphones,
coming
yeah.
from here.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. 150 hours on your Hunter, 40 minutes on your Titan, 18 minutes on
The
your
sad
Warlock.
thing is I spent my entire first year on a Warlock that is currently deleted.
I was going to say you have 2 deleted characters that are over 100 hours. But you have spent 262 hours in loading zones.
That's just in loading zones. You
That
have,
is
like,
over half.
You have an entire
Jeez.
week.
Oh,
over
no,
a
wait.
week
No,
of
that's
your life.
time on deleted characters. Never mind. My bad.
Never mind, never
My
mind.
bad. It used to calculate how much
Time
time you spent
wasted.
loading into the tower, but that was for just Destiny 1.
Got
Okay.
it. Yeah.
That makes me feel better because if half of my time was loading times, I'm gonna be like, dude, Destiny needs some better matchmaking. Like, goodness.
Yeah, for sure. But
I'm you know what? I'm not ashamed of how long I play that game because I truly believe that is one of the most wonderful games ever made.
I am glad that has not been tracking for all the video games that I have played.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
if there was tracking on like Nintendo DS or like the Wii.
Oh, bro, I probably have at least 300 hours on Pokemon Soul Silver.
When Sun and Moon came out, I think that I spent 27 hours straight playing Pokemon.
Bro.
And I just like beat it all, and just like the whole Dude, I beat like everything that I possibly could find.
I tried to beat Soul Silver as a 12-year-old without any walkthrough on how to do anything, and I got stuck in the second league.
Yeah.
There were 2 gym leaders I needed to fight, but one of them was stuck because the island he's on, a volcano erupted, so all the paths to it were shut by like rocks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And then the other one, I was trying to do this thing where I had to get the electricity back on for this area, and I just could not figure it out, and so I wasn't able to do it. And then when I was like 15, I restarted.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what?
You're like, I'm a little more experienced.
It's been a long time since I've played. I don't really remember what's going on. I'm just going to replay it. And I just got back on like maybe 2 months ago. And I was like, oh, yeah, I have to go beat the Final Four. I watched that video. That is yeah.
I've been sending Jack videos like all week.
Yeah.
Just, like,
okay.
And there's some
because I know he's just sitting in school bored.
Yeah, I'm just like, can we do something? Can we do something fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually talking to your mom yesterday, Jack, about how like this could have been a big opportunity for the school districts to like educate teachers on like how to be entertaining and like
for sure
how to like create content. I was like, if they just like make them all watch a bunch of like Crash Course and like understand like this is how you make things relevant.
Teaching theory.
I'm like this outside of my U.S. or my European history teacher.
Yeah,
all my teachers I find hilarious.
That's good.
They should do the Crash Course. The Green brothers should do a crash course on teaching.
That would be probably fantastic.
Yeah.
We should email them about that.
Sure
I passed the AP US history test, I think, not solely because of them, because I had an amazing teacher. If you ever watch this, Mr. Woodward, you're awesome.
Well, I'll send this to him.
Yeah. But, I am notorious at my school for not doing the homework and getting an A on the test. I am notorious for that.
Because you guys can do that.
It's like you're my Padawan.
Proficiency grading.
Except for I get straight B's because of it.
Sorry you went to private school, Landon.
Oh, no, that's fine. I still have assignments. You have assignments in college. It doesn't prepare you.
Yeah.
But so at the end of the year, I had nothing to study with.
Yeah,
because I had no. I don't
you fill out your study guide assignments, quote unquote. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't take notes. Yep. I find those too distracting. I get too busy writing something down. I miss something.
Yeah.
So I've learned to listen and take it in. And so I didn't have any notes. I didn't do really most of the homework. I did maybe like 5 of the assignments. And I don't know where they were. So I was just like, the only thing I really don't remember is like the first, like really well is like from, we start technically in 1472.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Because that's when Columbus discovers
I don't
America.
know why U.S. history isn't just from like colonies, Revolutionary War.
Well, so it technically starts.
Because then they're like history of the American continent. And
yeah, because
it's U.S. history, not America history.
Well, it's also important though.
Context is cool
because of like the Spanish-American War and other stuff like
French
that.
Indian
That's
War.
Kind of important.
You kind of need to understand some context to why these things came about.
We should start at George Washington.
AP test.
It's like they threw a bunch of tea into the harbor.
Just watch Hamilton.
It all started.
Just watch Hamilton.
So you're probably wondering how I got here. Just watch Hamilton.
But
please don't.
So basically, the day before the actual AP test,
I
just
watched
like
6 hours of Crash Course.
Oh man,
Crash Course U.S. history.
So I watched 4 hours the day before, and then I woke up and watched 2 hours the day of.
Yeah.
And that got me through to the early 1800s. I think that was
like right around
it
the
was like
Industrial
right.
Revolution.
It was right on John Adams
Okay.
being
got
our
it.
president.
Nice.
So like that's all the stuff basically I forgot. Like I forgot what it was really called, but it was something like it was called like the Black Days or something. But basically it was this time where the Spanish who had conquered, Mexico,
And lots of other places.
as John Green says, didn't just decimate, they octicimated them through flu. Yeah. So decimate means you kill 1/10 of the population. Octicimate means 8/10 of the population was killed. So through war and slavery and disease and all these different things, and at one point just like an outright attempt to kill them all, they octicimated the natives.
Yeah.
So that was one thing that eventually actually it helped me in the AP test, because one of our questions was, what was the first instance of slavery
on the American continent?
And initially I said indentured servitude.
Yeah.
I wrote an entire page on indentured servitude.
No, wait, it wasn't
and
that.
I had 3 lines at the bottom.
Oh, man.
And I was like, you idiots. And I just at the bottom, and I was like, however, before that,
yeah,
when the natives were slaves to the Spaniards.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for forgetting that. Please don't mark me down. I ended up getting a 4 on the AP test.
Was that a short answer or a long answer?
That was one of the short answers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You wrote a full page for short answer questions?
Yeah, boy.
Yes. I am a very big history buff, and I was also...
Did you take AP courses? Is that a thing?
Yeah. I took, in AP World, they told us you could only write 3 sentences for the short answer questions.
That's weird.
What?
I know.
Yeah.
Our teacher, or at least my teacher, was just like, they're looking for the best answer. So give them the most amount of information that you think would fit the best answer.
Yeah. What we're told is that the short answer is not meant to be long, should never be longer than a page.
Oh, mine was you shouldn't be longer than 3 sentences.
Yeah, it was just keep the information you're giving short and concise.
But I still got a 5.
Yeah.
So
that's when did you see? What I found out is that the Medford School District is one of the only school districts in the United States to teach that class to sophomores.
Yep.
The rest of them are taught as juniors and seniors.
U.S. history is a very at least junior class,
which explains why only 5 students from South every year pass the test.
That's such a bummer.
However, the students that do pass the test never get lower than a 4.
Interesting. Well, yeah, because 3 isn't passing.
Well, 3 is passing at most universities.
Yeah, they'll take it. But
what is it? I got a 3.
I've gotten, out of the 3 AP tests I've taken, I've gotten 3 3s, which I'm great with, because I mean, that's college credit. I do get
3s get degrees.
3s do get degrees.
Unless you go to a private college, then it's 4s.
Yeah, unless you go to a private, then it is sometimes 4s.
Sometimes.
Westmont's all 4s. Bile is all 4s. George Fox is all 4s.
I think Concordia was 3s.
And no wonder they closed.
Ooh.
And on that note, we should probably start wrapping up.
All right.
Okay. Spiritually, how are you guys doing? Are you guys doing the co-op?
I am.
Okay.
I am attempting to remember and typically failing.
You know what though? Like, this part of the process is that, when we were constructing it, we knew that was gonna be a
large percentage.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like they're not connected. You don't need to feel bad if you've missed one. The reality is that there's a new one tomorrow. There was a new one today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been waking up and doing it.
JVOPres.org/Ephraim Ephraim-co-op.
Yeah.
Kind
Sorry. Sorry, a long URL.
Nah.
Or you can download our app in either the Apple App Store, or you can download it on the Google Play Store. It is Jville Prez.
Nate made all the kids get it.
Yep. Good.
There you go.
I told him he needed to, or I would stop making him things. But that's not true. I didn't say that. But I'm glad
That'd be really
that
funny.
he did that. Oh, you have dark mode on. So
Yeah,
it
I
was
have
so
dark
weird.
mode.
Dark mode.
Can't see.
Dark mode is the only mode. Let's
And,
be honest,
dude,
boys.
I honestly wanted to make a dark mode page for the
really-
co-op.
That
but
would have been
I-
awesome.
it's-
You would have gotten me.
It's more work than it's worth. Is the
Yeah.
thing.
That's a rip.
Just like a button that you can press to switch it to dark mode. Save my
Dude,
my selection.
With the amount of work you
For
already
this
put
video.
into it.
Remember how to
I bet.
edit it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And then
how you do it.
somebody decided to break it. Let's talk about that real quick.
What? Me? Was
yeah.
this me?
Let's talk about this last Sunday.
Okay.
So because of nearby fires, we were unable to do rehearsal last week. So we kind of had to just
Yeah.
like go into last week's service blind.
Like every
However,
service.
I think
No,
it went
that's fair.
really well.
It
to be
did,
honest.
actually.
It went.
was-
I mean,
it went
other
better
the
than
audio
some-
was being a little weird. I don't
Yeah.
think there was any problem.
We had some volume issues just because we
In the
weren't able to
stream.
set levels prior to actually going live on the
so
stream.
some
And
people
we
kinda maxing the
we
levels.
kind of want some sort of dynamics.
Yeah.
So
Wouldn't that be something?
we don't really crush everything. We do crush
Imagine.
everything a lot
Well,
with compressors, but
and then also our bassist for one song
That was really
was
cool.
playing the banjo and the foot bass.
That was so
simultaneously.
cool.
But
He's a magician.
the thing is if you listen through speakers that don't have a dedicated bass, so if you don't have like a subwoofer or like your laptop speakers don't have a bass,
yeah.
it
Or if you-
sounded really weird because you're just like only getting like the high end of the foot
bass.
bass.
You're only getting like
like
200 plus, and that foot bass didn't have any high end.
yeah, and so it just sounds really kind of like gargly.
It was just a really deep analog, I think,
yeah.
Dustin loved it though.
triangle.
He's like,
Yeah.
wow, it actually sounds like bass.
Yeah, it's
Not hard to do on a synth.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it was really cool.
Yeah.
However, during second service, my beloved intern decided before my eyes to change the folder name of the co-op.
I have a defense for this.
I mean, okay, so it
In
is
my
partially
defense.
my fault because I named the folder that the co-op was residing in on
Bro,
our website.
I don't know what you're talking about. He wasn't even near Cam.
It was
New hotness.
new hotness dash 000 was
Yeah.
the folder name.
No one got my joke.
And I was like,
That's okay.
I made an Among Us joke. I said, yo, he was nowhere near Cam's.
I have not played that game.
I have not either, but it's
It's
everywhere.
popular. I don't want to play it.
It's a.
Fall Guys was popular.
feel
I didn't
bad.
want to play it.
Now, do you want to
Do
play it?
you play
No.
Fall Guys?
I played Fall Guys for 2 hours, and at the end of the second hour, I got a win.
Hey,
so I
have
stopped.
you guys heard of this game called? I think it's called Fortnite.
What night?
I think it's
Like
a,
2 weeks?
Yeah, it's like a timekeeping game.
I'm-
I'm
Oh,
pretty
okay.
sure.
You have
That's
to
what
keep
it's
it open
about.
for
I'm
2
going to
weeks.
be honest with you, boys. I have never enjoyed Fortnite. I played 3 matches,
Oof.
and I won 2 of them.
Ooh, wow.
And so I said, this game is
Okay,
for children.
This
I
is
am
for
done.
babies.
After 4 months of telling everyone who played it, you're being an idiot. This is for kids. I decided to put my money where my mouth was.
And you're just like,
And made millions of
I'll show
dollars.
you it's for children.
I was like, 10 kills and the dub? All right, that's fine by me.
Get the dub. Well, I think, regardless of how this last week went, I'm glad that, Jack, you're going back to a youth
Youth
group
group.
now. And you
Yes.
went to the breakfast this morning, correct?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So our youth group is meeting in the mornings once a week for pancakes and prayer is what it's called,
Yeah.
but not necessarily pancakes and not necessarily praying, just like a kind of more spiritually focused get together to start your day.
Which means we now meet 5 times every 2 weeks.
Yeah, boy.
I was wondering why.
Because they have
Nate's-
Friday night, light night.
Yeah, every other week.
Yeah, every other week.
I was wondering why Nate was getting up at like 6.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought it was like Sunday, and I had slept through my alarm.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I did sleep through my alarm for today and woke up at 6:45 and as I was supposed to be there at 7, and
So
I was
you
like,
rushed out the door.
crap.
Well,
I'm gonna
if
take
it
a shower.
helps, everything that we've put out says that it's at 7:30. So
Yeah. But,
anyway,
yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We gotta get going to rehearsal. It's about to start in just about 5 minutes. But thanks for watching. We will see you guys next time on Tuba Talk, Not So Normal Conversation.
See you later.